What's up you guys? I hope you are doing well. In today's video we will be discussing how to start a YouTube channel, the key points that you have to look into, and just the basic things that you have to look into when you decide that okay, I am going to start a YouTube channel. So the first thing, the most important thing is the name of your channel. Now if you are into a particular thing, for example you are passionate about food, you are passionate about fashion, so you could use something from that keyword into the name of your channel, because then like the keyword could appear as your channel, like your channel could appear as a keyword if somebody is doing a search. So for example, if you are doing vlogs on fashion, so you can just put, if your name is like Shivani fashion vlog or something like that, because if anybody is searching fashion, then like even if your videos don't have like fashion word in it, but then still your channel name could appear. So the first thing is look into the keyword that you will be playing around with, the thing that you are passionate about. If it is food, then you could add like food something, food blog or something from the food industry to your name. If not that, it is also great to do your own name, because one thing is that this is your brand, right? This is going to go ahead in future, so you cannot really just put anything random. Like if not your name, if not the keyword, there's nothing else actually. Like it has to be either your name or the keyword, or your name and keyword is also good. So for example, if somebody is doing DIY, so like could be Alice DIY. So for example, it took me a while to understand what name I should give my channel, put my channel. What name is best for my channel? So I started with She Exploring. Now this was very similar to She Walking. So I felt like after a week or two, I felt like, you know, She Walking is somebody, like that is kind of a brand now. Like I've been working on She Walking for a while. Now She Exploring is just like a brother to She Walking, and you know, like I didn't feel that there's much individuality to She Exploring in the sense, because it's very similar. Then I thought that okay, maybe you know I will use my name, so I did Shivani Explores. So I put that name, but then after that I searched and I realized that there's already one Shivani Explores. So then finally, this is the third time I've changed the name, and finally it's Shivani Exploring. So it's also similar to She Walking, She Walking, and then but it's also a bit more personal because it has my own name in it. So like, and since we are just exploring, we are exploring the YouTube scene, we are exploring spirituality a little bit and a bunch of other things, not a bunch of other things, second part is niche. But yeah, so I kind of took my own name and my keyword exploring. So yeah, this is the first point. Second thing, niching down. Now niching down your topics is very important. You cannot be utterly random on your channel, because YouTube would not know who could like your content. So YouTube is basically guiding force for us, right? Like YouTube is suggesting your content to other people. Now it does its research in the sense that okay, this is the kind of video that this person is liking, but then if the same channel is uploading this video but he is not watching that, then how does it work? So the more niche down, the more specific your topics on your YouTube channel is, the easier it is for YouTube to recommend. So you can also, like, it doesn't necessarily have to be one topic. So for example, on my other channel She Walking, I am only making walking videos, I'm only making walking tours. So I have niched down so hard that now that
if I try vlogging or just anything else, like if I speak or anything, my viewers don't like it, because that's how hard it has been niched down. So yeah, do niche your topic. Don't do like 7 topics on 7 days or like 10 topics, but don't just make one topic. My suggestion would be, don't just stick to one, be open to at least 2 or 3. Like it will be best if like those 2 or 3 are related to each other. For example, if you are doing lifestyle, if you are doing a lot of fashion videos, then I think maybe like a little bit of like fashion and travel could work together or something like that. So yeah, look into it.
Now on my other channel, She Walking channel, I make walking tours where I just hold a camera and I walk on different streets. I don't speak, I don't do nothing. So that is my hardcore niche, where I am just making walking tours. Now there is a small limitation to this, because now I cannot be more experimental, because like from the last 2 years I've made it so full on that now if I experiment a little bit, my viewers don't really appreciate it so much. But whereas on the other hand, on this channel I have been experimenting a little bit, right? Posting about spirituality and book review and like lifestyle things, a bit about YouTube. So right now I am still looking for like what is going to be my category. But even then I would like to keep this open from the beginning, so that like my audience knows that I do post on like a few topics. So at least 2 or 3 topics is good enough, but don't be all over the place, because it's also hard for YouTube to suggest your content to people, because they don't know, like if somebody watched your travel video but they are not so much interested in your cooking video, so they won't come back. So now YouTube is like, okay, what do I do next? Like this person is not coming back, maybe I'll not recommend it.
Third is find your passion. What are you passionate about? Actually, find your passion should be second, and then niching down. So like what all things you are passionate about, what you want to watch on YouTube, what is your search, how is the content that is coming on your search and you are watching, and do you think that you could make better content in that sense? Like just see what you want to watch, that includes your passion as well, and see what personal you could add to your content which could make you stand out from the rest. So yeah, that is the third point, find your passion.
So for example, for me, I'm really passionate about traveling. So when I got to know about this walking tour scene, I was like, okay, I'm in. Like even though I don't have to vlog or anything, I was more happy because I'm more of an introvert. But that was my passion. And now with this new channel, I have been exploring spirituality a little bit, and I have more confidence to be in front of a camera. So I'm experimenting with vlogging a little bit. So yeah, you have to see what you are passionate about, because then it's more easy to make content on that topic. Just looking at what is going viral and what is trending, it could be your passion as well, but then if it is not, then you would not have your heart in it. And if there's no heart in it, the audience can see. So see where your heart is, and that is where you're gonna have your content. My sentence broke. So yeah, passion. Find your passion.
Fourth is don't copy. Like do not take inspiration from people. If you like somebody's content, take inspiration, learn from them, but then don't copy paste, because first of all, that is not going to come naturally. You are not going to be natural when you are copying. You cannot be, because that's not you, that's not coming from your own heart, right? So yeah, just don't copy.
Being original and not really copying somebody is great, because when you are yourself, when you are original, when you are not really copy pasting everything, you know that there is your heart in it, you know that there is a part of you in your content. Whereas if you just just say what the other person is saying and make the exact video, then even you deep down know that there is a little bit of thief in my heart. So yeah, like be original, of course, take inspiration. Inspiration is very important. We learn from our teachers, and you know, we then from learning what we learned, we make our own result. We change things a little bit. We see how we want to present it. So yeah, like take inspiration, but don't copy paste. Be original.
And the last point, the most important point is be entertaining. Make sure that your videos are entertaining, they are not boring. Try to change the scenes, try to add some transitions, some texts, and just change of scenes. Just don't put your camera in one place, because people want to see changes, people want to see moving. For example, right now I could just put this camera somewhere and I could speak, but that would reduce the possibility of you still sticking to my video, which I don't know if you are or not. But then by doing this, by just simply taking a walk while making a video, I am increasing the possibility of it to happen.
And of course, you have to be entertaining. You have to make the viewers, stick for a while on your video. You don't have to be like monotonous. If I would be saying all of this with this expression, not doing anything at all, with like really sad and dead eyes, then probably you guys would have left like in a few seconds. But if you are still sticking by, it is because you are a bit more expressive, you are a bit more yourself, you are a bit more open. So just be comfortable, be relaxed, and be entertaining. Don't be too strict or serious, because it's not gonna be entertaining. So yeah, have fun while making content. See if you could make it, if you could add a little bit of behind the scenes or something like that to make it more interesting and to make it more personal for the audience.
So yeah, I think these are the first 5 points that you should be looking into when you take a decision that okay, I want to make a YouTube channel. First is, we'll revise. First is your name. Second is your passion. Third is niching down. Fourth is don't copy. And fifth and the last point is entertainment. So yeah, that's it for today, and thanks a lot for watching. Namaste.
Namaste.